You know what keeps you standing when everyone around you is trying to knock you down. It's not your strength. It's not your words. It's something far more powerful than that, and I'm about to show you exactly what it is. Listen, we've all been there, haven't we? Someone says something that cuts right through you. Their words feel like daggers. Their actions leave you feeling broken, shattered even. And their negativity, it tries to steal every ounce of peace you've got left. But here's the thing, when your heart truly belongs to the Almighty, when it's anchored there, people simply cannot shake you. Their insults, they don't define who you are. Their attempts to wound you, they can't lower your value. Not even close. The sacred text reminds us of something beautiful. It says that the divine is with those who remain patient. Now think about that for a second. When you hold yourself back from lashing out, when you choose to rise above instead of sinking to their level, the Creator himself stands with you. And when he's with you, tell me, who on earth can truly harm you? The secret, my friends, is this. Don't let other people's fire burn inside your chest. Don't hand them that kind of power over you. Instead, anchor your heart in patience. Protect your soul with faith, and say with absolute certainty that the Almighty will handle it. That's when you become unshakable. That's when you become untouchable. That's when peace floods your soul even whilst the whole world is trying to tear you apart. Now, let's talk about something we all struggle with: understanding the nature of people. One of the biggest reasons we feel disappointed in life is because we expect perfection from imperfect human beings. We think, right, because I'm kind, surely everyone else will be kind back. But that's not how it works, is it? People are shaped by their own pain, their own fears, their own insecurities. Not every harsh word comes from a place of hatred. Sometimes, it's just their own unhealed wounds doing the talking. When you truly grasp this, something shifts. You stop taking everything so personally, and your heart, it begins to heal faster than you ever thought possible. Some people will misunderstand you no matter how clearly you explain yourself. Some will dislike you without any reason whatsoever, not because of who you are, but because of what's festering in their own heart. The sacred text tells us that hearts are in divine control, so we must remember, not everyone is meant to treat us fairly. And you know what? That's actually okay. It's not a reflection of your worth. It's a test of your patience and your trust in the divine. When someone wrongs you, you've got a choice to make. You can let their behavior poison your heart, or you can use that very moment as a reminder to place your expectations only in the Almighty. He never disappoints. He knows the truth. He sees your patience, your silence, your restraint. That's precisely why true peace doesn't come from people's approval. It comes from knowing the divine is pleased with how you handled what they never understood. Don't let other people's actions drag you into this endless cycle of emotional reactions. The prophet, peace be upon him, was insulted constantly, lied about, attacked. Yet how did he respond? With mercy. Why? Because he understood human nature. He didn't carry the burden of their flaws on his shoulders. Instead, he handed it all over to the divine. When you realize that people's behavior reflects them and not you, your heart becomes lighter. Your path becomes clearer. Some people will try to provoke you just to watch you react. It's not because you've done anything wrong. It's because your peace unsettles their chaos. But here's the thing, you don't have to attend every argument you're invited to. When your heart is anchored in faith, their noise can't touch your soul. You rise by choosing silence, by letting go of the need to constantly explain, defend, or hit back. We're not in control of how people treat us, but we are completely in control of how we respond. This is where the real test lies, not in changing them, but in protecting your own heart. The sacred teachings tell us to forgive, to overlook, to respond with what is better, not because the other person deserves it, but because your heart deserves peace. And the divine promises reward for those who choose this path. Everyone's carrying a battle you cannot see. Sometimes the person who hurts you is hurting themselves even more. This is why the prophet taught compassion, even for those who seemed like enemies. He knew that healing others begins by not returning harm with harm. It begins with understanding, with prayer, with patience. And that's how a believer stays calm even when faced with hurt. Don't let someone's poor treatment rob you of your good character. That's how darkness wins. Not through them, but through your reaction. When someone pushes your buttons, pause. Breathe. Remember the divine. You're not weak for walking away. You're wise. You're strong. You're choosing faith over ego, and that's a strength this world will never understand. The believer's perspective is different, you see. We don't just see people, we see tests. We see moments the Almighty has placed before us to teach us patience, resilience, humility. The one who hurts you might just be a mirror reflecting what you need to grow in. So, thank the divine even for the difficult people. They polish your soul and bring you closer to Him if you let them. Sometimes we suffer more from overthinking someone's words than from the words themselves. We replay conversations endlessly, analyze intentions, hold grudges, but remember, the divine sees what you don't. He knows what was meant, what was misunderstood, what was never yours to carry in the first place. Let Him be the judge. You focus on freeing your heart through forgiveness and moving on. We must train our hearts not to be reactionary. Just because someone is loud doesn't mean they're right. Just because they accuse doesn't mean you're guilty. And just because they leave doesn't mean you were unworthy. People will come and go, but your dignity remains in how you carry yourself. Let the divine witness your patience, not people witness your rage. And finally, understand this truth deeply. People are not your source of peace, nor are they your source of pain. They're only vessels through which the Almighty tests and teaches you. If you anchor your heart in Him, no matter who walks in or out of your life, your soul will remain firm. That is the freedom of knowing who truly holds your heart. Now, let's talk about what the sacred text says about patience. Patience isn't just some nice virtue in faith. It's a pillar, the foundation. The teachings don't merely encourage it, they celebrate it. The divine says He is with the patient, a promise so powerful that it alone can bring peace to a troubled heart. In this world of trials, we're not told to avoid hardship. We're told to bear it with the strength of knowing He sees every single moment of endurance. This patience isn't a passive waiting game. It's an active, powerful form of worship. It's biting your tongue when you want to scream. It's choosing a smile when you're met with a frown. It's making excuses for others when your first instinct is to judge. Every time you choose patience, you are building a fortress around your soul that no negativity can penetrate. It is an act of profound trust, telling the divine, I trust your timing, I trust your wisdom, and I trust that you are with me through this. Think of the greatest figures in our faith. Every single one of them was tested with hardship, and their ultimate success was always linked to their beautiful patience. It was the quality that elevated them. The more people tried to break them, the more they turned to the divine, and the more they turned to Him, the stronger they became. This is the divine formula for resilience. So the next time someone tries to drag you into their negativity, remember, tease, you have a choice. You can either react and let them control your emotions, or you can respond with patience and let the divine control the outcome. Let them throw their words. You build your peace. Let them show their character. You show yours. Because at the end of the day, your peace of mind is too precious to be handed over to those who don't deserve it. Hold on to that patience. It's not just a survival tool. It's your key to a tranquil heart and a life of purpose. It's the secret weapon that makes you truly unshakable. Thank you for watching. If this message resonated with you, please consider sharing it with someone who might need to hear it. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content to help you find peace and strength in your daily life. Until next time, stay patient and stay blessed. Throughout the sacred text, patience is tied to elevation. It says leaders were made from among them when they were patient and when they were certain of divine signs. This tells us that leadership, guidance, and spiritual strength are unlocked through patience. It's not just about waiting. It's about waiting whilst believing. Waiting without complaining. Waiting whilst remaining steadfast in prayer and righteousness. In one of the shortest but most profound chapters, it says mankind is in loss except those who believe. Do righteous deeds and advise each other to truth and to patience. Notice how truth and patience are paired together. Because standing for truth is difficult, and it requires a heart grounded in patience to remain calm when others oppose you, mock you, or abandon you. When the prophet Job was tested with immense suffering, loss of wealth, family, health, he responded not with complaint, but with heartfelt prayer. He said, "Adversity has touched me, and you are the most merciful." And the divine praised him for his patience. His story shows us that patience isn't silence. It's turning pain into prayer, hardship into hope. The sacred text reminds us that even the best of people, the prophets, were tested, and what set them apart was their patience. It says, "Be patient as were those of determination among the messengers." You see, patience is not weakness. It's a reflection of divine strength. It's aligning your timeline with the divine's and trusting that his delay is not his denial. The text tells us how to respond to pain and loss. It says, "When disaster strikes, say, indeed we belong to the divine, and indeed to him we will return." This phrase isn't just said at funerals. It's a powerful declaration of surrender, a way to reset the heart toward the eternal instead of drowning in the temporary. It also says, seek help through patience and prayer. Patience comes before prayer in this verse, as if to teach us that when life tests us, the first response is to steady the soul with patience, and then bring that heart into divine presence through prayer. Patience prepares the soul to connect deeply. One of the most comforting verses says, "Be patient, for indeed the reward of those who do good is not lost." Every moment you hold your tongue, lower your gaze, forgive someone, or delay your desires, it's recorded. Not a second of patience is wasted. On the day of judgment, those who are patient will be given reward without measure. A reward so vast, only the divine knows its beauty. Sometimes we wonder, how long do I have to be patient? But the teachings show us that patience isn't about how long, it's about how deeply. The depth of your patience is what brings transformation. The prophet said, "Patience is at the first strike." Real patience shows, not just in the days or weeks that follow hardship, but in the immediate reaction when the test first hits the heart. Another lesson is that patience isn't only personal, it's communal. The text tells us to advise one another with patience. That means part of your responsibility is to uplift others during their hardship, not to rush them through healing. Sometimes just reminding someone that the divine sees their patience and it is not in vain is an act of worship that lifts their soul. There's also hidden patience we often overlook. Patience with a divine plan when it doesn't align with ours, when prayers seem unanswered, when delays feel endless. That's when patience becomes most rewarding. The text says perhaps you dislike a thing and it is good for you. Only the divine sees the full picture, and sometimes patience isn't just about pain. It's about trusting what's unseen. Finally, let's remember that patience is not passive. It is powerful, it is worship, it is strength. It is a companion on your journey to the divine. The sacred text is filled with its praise because it's the bridge between hardship and ease, between breakdown and breakthrough. So here's what I want you to take away from this. Sometimes it's not what happens to us that defines us. It's how we choose to respond. Control your reaction, and you control your power. If this resonated with you, do me a favor. Tap that like button. Share this with someone who needs to hear it today. And subscribe because we're building a community of people who choose peace over chaos, faith over fear. Let's rise together. Your time is coming. Keep believing. Keep fighting. Don't just watch. Go out and prove them wrong. Thank you for being part of the journey. If you liked it, please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.